Good morning. My name is Vaughn Ellis. I am a phlebotomist at Fort Leonard Wood Blood Donor Center. I have been doing this for about 4 years. Over the last 2 years, I have collected over 3,000 successful units of blood. A unit of blood is equal to about 1 pint of blood. A successful unit consists of no clots, disease-free, virus-free. Once the blood is collected, we send it down to Fort Hood. It is then sent to New Jersey and is overseas in about 3 to 4 days. Today I'm going to be talking about blood collection, the procedure, collecting blood, and the conclusion of the blood process. So next donor. First steps in the blood procedure is to verify the donor's full name, social security number, and his birth date against the DD Form 572. The DD Form 572 is a form they filled out previously with their background information. Make sure the donor is not allergic to betadine, iodine, or shellfish. You're going to take your bag, place it in the Genesis scale. You will then select your venipuncture site. Make sure there's no viruses, scratches, or any rashes in that venipuncture area. After you select your venipuncture site, go ahead and apply blood pressure cuff. Verify your tubes, match DD Form 572, and your blood bag. We use iodine to disinfect the area. There's 2 of them. The first one we scrub in a 3-inch square area for approximately 30 seconds. Wait 30 seconds for it to dry. The second one, we go in a circle, 3-inch radius outwards. After that is dry, we apply a 4x4 piece of gauze. Keep the area free from debris. After you're all set up, we go ahead and start the process. The process takes anywhere from 3 minutes to 15 minutes and 59 seconds. The average time is about 5 minutes. Once you have started the process, the satellite bag will fill up. We use this to collect the tubes from the satellite bag. This is to keep a library sample on file, test for diseases, and test for viruses. Once this is filled up, we go ahead and start the Genesis scale rocks to keep the blood from clotting. After the blood is finished collecting in the bag, we would go ahead and clamp off this tube. After that tube is clamped off, we'd cut it, have the donor apply pressure here. He would then raise his arm in the air for 30 seconds. While the donor has his arm up, the tube on here, we go ahead and strip. With these strippers, you're just stripping down the blood back into the bag to prevent any clots. On DD Form 572, we record our time, start time, end time, our initials, and we record the Genesis scale number. Therefore, it keeps everybody accountable for their mistakes, and we can track down if there was a faulty Genesis scale. Once the donor brings down his arm, we go ahead and wrap it up. Standard Coban. This is put on here to keep the donor from messing with it, irritating it. Keeps pressure on there to stop the bleeding, and you're supposed to leave this on there for 4 hours. Now that I have talked about the blood collection, blood procedure, and conclusion of blood, I hope that you all have a better understanding and can spread the word that it's not that bad of a process. It is important that we collect blood as we are in war overseas. AB negative is one of the rarest blood types. About 1% of our population has it. AB positive, about 3% of our population. And O negative is universal blood. So if you have any of these types, or if you just want to come out and donate, please do, as it is important to our community, to our military and their families, and to the soldiers down range. See this, now that everything is done, vanish up, the donor is free to go, and we are done.